Bing. Bada bing, bada bong. Bomber is there. Like, he has been replying to me. Let me just see. As seekers. Stream time 999. Let's go. And then let's. Yep. As seekers, it's stream time 999. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Whoa! Hoorah!
Hooray!
Bomber's getting his computer. Hold up. Started recording. Bomber's getting his computer started. Everything is gonna be A-okay. Absolutely verified and fine. Everything is good. Hey gang, hoorah!
Hi, Kulbon.
Hello, Coolbond. Hoi,
Hoi!
Hi.
hoi,
Hoi!
hoi.
Oi!
How are you doing? It's been a while since yesterday.
Yeah.
And here's Kulbon. Good. Then I'm
Again?
gonna leave to
Kulbon
let you
again?
all have
Oh.
a peaceful
Okay,
stream.
bye. Ninja. Peaceful.
I'm gonna be in chat.
Yeah, we always have the most peaceful streams here. We always play such weird
I didn't
games.
know I took over your identity, Led.
What?
Ninja called you Cool Bond.
Oh.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
fuck?
Yes, you
Yes,
did.
you did.
I thought Coolbon entered twice or something.
No.
Is this gaslight? I think like this
No.
is gaslight.
No.
Listen, you said hey. Okay, listen, you said hey Coolbon twice, but I thought you did it on purpose.
Always remember Anira's saying, gaslight, gaslight, gaslight.
It's like
Fuck that.
some people
Gaslight girl.
say gaslight geeky girl boss. No, skip the girl boss. Skip
Well-
the gay peeping. Gaslighting. That's where it's all. I need to learn to speak better. We've been at this for how long? How long have we been streaming? Oh, almost 2 years now. And the entire point for this is just for me to get better at talking. I feel like I've been progressively getting worse. I've been progressively getting like more and more like blah, 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 you know, slurring speech and whatnot. Okay, let's attempt
this.
this.
Is the VTuber curse.
It's the VTuber curse.
uh,
It's not a VTuber curse. VTubers, as they
Alright,
as
I'm
they
gonna go-
progressively stream, they get better at yapping. I, on the other hand, get worse at yapping because I find my words get harder to understand, even for me. But hopefully today I'll figure it out and I'll make sure it's proper. Goodbye, NinjaBot.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in YouTube chat if you want me.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
If you want to be there,
See you,
sure.
Cool Bond 3.
And now that he's gone, we can chat shit about him.
No.
You're right.
Okay,
That's
you ready?
it's too cliche.
Yeah, that's
Yeah. The only mean girl here, mean girl in our group is Litany.
Is Litany the mean girl or is Litany the gaslighted girl?
No, Solstice is the girl boss.
No, but
Oh,
is she,
yeah,
no,
Anira-
not the gaslighter girl, the gaslighted girl.
Oh, yeah.
I still say I like Anira's
Ninja
ideology
Bot.
to be
Shit, you're already there? Oh my god. No, I didn't know you could just hear us immediately. I thought you were gonna like leave and then you're gonna join later at a later date. Hi. I didn't say anything about you just yet. It didn't happen yet.
He said, now that you're gone, we can talk shit about you.
Okay, did you have to say that?
Yes.
How could you say that about them?
Anyway. You remember what happened last time, right?
Do I?
Yep, we started the game and got through the prologue, and it's time for deaths.
It's time for us to die. Okay, hold on 1 second. You're streaming right now. Great, I can open up the stream. Where is the stream? Where is the server? I'm so confused. I found it.
Like it's always. Might want to minimize Discord. It's a bit sus currently.
Don't worry, no one can see
There we go.
Discord right now.
I'm
Yes,
looking at
they
it
can.
right now. Okay.
Don't trust your lying eyes. No, what?
Okay, you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Even with the specter of death hanging over them, their discussions continued for some time. In the end, however, they learned nothing.
The most valuable
By the
discussion.
time they finished, 1.5 of their 9 hours were gone. All they had to show for it was impatience. Man, look, we only got 7.5 hours left, okay? You really sure you just want to sit around? No one was willing to argue this time. Very well, then. There's only one way for us to proceed. Go on.
Sorry. Not gonna be fun running around knowing we gotta jump when zeros say jump.
Well, it's just stupid to sit around and do nothing. Oh shit. Thanks to the Snake's card, we at least have thanks to Snake's card, we at least have some idea of how this all works.
So long as we follow the rules, we should most likely be all right. But what?
Who's going to go in which door?
June looked towards the numbered doors. Yeah, that's right. We can't have any more than 5 people in one door. All 8 of us can't go through the same door. Then it would seem that we have to split up.
Oh, wait! What?
Lotus looks terrified.
I'm telling you right now, there is no way in hell I'm going into door 5!
Now, don't be selfish.
You can call me whatever the hell you want, I am not going in there! I would rather die! If I'm going to have the wolves roll that blood, I'd rather stay out here and die!
Ugh. And we were doing so well. He shook his head sadly. Sorry, but I ain't going in there either. Someone else can go through door 5. Oh, Santa, not you too. Hey man, I just bought these shoes. If you think I'm gonna get some creepy dude's blood all over him, then you gotta think it's coming. Nah, it was the last straw. What the hell, man? Weren't you the one who kept saying we need to keep going? Yeah? Doesn't mean I want to go through door number 5. Oh, God. There's an awkward silence. Finally, 7 spoke.
Who's 7?
Cool on.
Fine.
Oh, it's the rock guy. He took off his hat.
I'll go into door 5. I can't go in there alone, though. Anyone else willing to come with?
There's another long silence. This time, Snake was the only one to break it. I will go.
What? No, you can't do that!
Worry, we'll be fine. We may part now, but I am certain we will meet again later.
Okay. How do you know that?
Because I do.
That's not an answer! If you're going, I'm going too. Look, hold up. If you're going, I'm going too. I'm going at the door number 5.
I'm going to do with you. There's nothing you have to do. Snake, step forward. If I join you, the problem is solved, correct? 7 is 7. Snake is 2. And if you add Clover's 4 and my 1, the digital root will be 5.
Oh, it works perfectly! Let's go then! Into the Dutch room! The 4 of us can go into door 5.
Hold on.
Wait. What about the other 4? What their digital route gonna be?
Junpei did quick mental calculation. Lotus, Santa, June, Junpei remained. Their relation numbers are 8, 3, 6, and 5.
I love he's doing mental calculation when they all canonically have a
Their digital
calculator.
root, that would be 11, 7...
Doing maths like a nerd.
2. It would be 2. That means that there was no way they could pass through door number 4. Wait. No, that wasn't right. No, something didn't seem right. Junpei ran the numbers again. Oh. I think I messed up.
I'm
Here,
glad.
what do you
I'm
think?
glad the door answered. I'm glad the game just gave us
Sure.
the answer.
Add up our 4 bracelet numbers and gave it the roof. Sorry, I miscalculated.
And then we can go into door 4.
Yeah, so it worked out well. Junpei ran over the team assignments in his head one more time. 4 people would go through door 5. Snake, 7, Clover, and Ace. 4 people would go through door 4. Lotus, Santa, June, and Junpei. Junpei had to ask himself if these are the teams that he really wanted. Beyond door 5 was the remains of the 9th man. He never wanted to see that thing again, but something in him said it would be unwise to examine the corpse even a little closer. Of course, if he went through door 5, he wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. He wouldn't be going with Lotus and Santa. True, it's possible for him to bring June with him through door 5, but that would mean she'd have to see the horrific carnage that waited there. Junpei didn't want that. Junpei was torn. Should he stay silent and go through door 4, or should he stop them all and insist on door 5? As he turned his options over and over, his mind, Ace spoke up.
Palmer.
Alright then. It seems that we've reached a conclusion. Shall we go? He began to walk towards door 5. Clover and Snake followed, and 7 short distance behind. Junpei, what door do you want to go through?
Go through. Listen. I call door 5 the Berserk room because you get to meet Guts. Let's go there.
So, you're going into the 5th room?
I want to meet Guts. Let's go to Berserk.
Personally, I want to see door 4, but
also-
we go with what you guys.
Also,
Right.
Ninjabot canonizes you.
Canonizes me.
Your sin has been
Okay,
forgiven.
What sin?
That's not what canonizing means, Star.
Okay.
Canonizing means you become a saint.
Okay, right. So Silver basically said, Ninja basically said, I forgive you.
Yeah, that's not canonizing.
Okay, fine. He did the
Hey,
opposite. He did whatever you qualify that
Why
as.
saying canonized? Why not excused?
What?
You've been excused.
Okay, thank you. Hey, wait! Junpei's cry echoed across the room. The 4 people walking towards the door stopped and turned back towards him. I want to go through door 5 too.
Shut
The
up.
words were scarcely out of his mouth before June spoke up.
Shut up, Ninja Bot.
Star, June.
Who's June?
That's the friend, the childhood
Oh.
best friend.
Oh, What? What are you saying, Jumpy? If you're going through that door, then I'm going with you.
Look at her. No, you can't. I can't take you with me.
Why?
Well, you know what's in there, don't you? Are you sure you want to see that? June opened her mouth as if to say something.
Are you a
But
fan of
it's
Berserk? Because we're about to see guts.
Instead, it closed again and looked to the floor. Junpei felt an ache in his chest under clear distress, but the choice was not his to make. There was nothing else he could do. Junpei turned away from June, doing his best to silence his turbulent emotions. Please, let me go through door 5. Seven scratched his head, looked at the young man.
Cool bond.
Sorry. Man. No, we're right back where we started. You know that?
No, all you have to do is have Ace and Clover go over to the other door, trading a 5 for a 5.
Oh, wait a second. Weren't we originally in door number 5?
Yes. Or, well, it was downstairs.
I'm so confused. I thought we were going to door 5, and then I was like, let's stay the course. No need to change it now.
Junpei's bracelet
Oh.
number is 5, correct?
Okay, whatever.
If
I
we're going
don't know. It's
Junpei, then
confusing. I don't see.
We must subtract 5 from the rest of us.
I would never be able to play a game like
Take
this.
an Ace. Ace, please take good care of Clover. Oh, alright. That's fine by me. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5.
Don't go away.
You need to listen to me, Clover. Go through door 4 with the others.
No.
Don't be so selfish. Snake's tone was harsh.
Why are we?
Tears welled up in Clover's eyes.
We had
She
a
bit her
bad
lip
day.
and did her best to fight them off. Snake's expression softened, and he put his arms around Clover. He held her close and whispered into her ear. You'll be fine. Just relax. It looked as though he whispered 2 or 3 more words, but whatever they were, Junpei didn't hear them. He couldn't help but wonder what the other man had said. Snake pulled back from his sister, his eyes kind and inquiring.
Okay, I understand.
Her voice was barely audible from where Junpei stood.
Initiate plan.
Before long, new teams were assembled. Those going to door 5, 7 Snake and Junpei. 7 plus 2 plus 5 is equal to 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. Those going to door 4, Lotus, Santa, June, Ace, and Clover. 8, 3, 6, 1, 4, 22, 4. 7 Snake and Junpei scanned their numbered bracelets in quick succession. The screen of the red showed 3 asterisks. Alright then, let's go. Junpei glanced up one last time, his hand resting on the lever of the red.
Okay. Okay. Please be careful.
Concern was written plainly across her face. Junpei looked her in the eye and gave what he hoped was a reassuring nod. He pulled the lever. A sharp clack of a lock releasing. The door swung open. them in the small hallway were the pitiful remains of the ninth man. For a moment, Junpei froze. Try as he might, his eyes would not leave the corpse, and his feet would not leave the floor. 7-2 seemed paralyzed. Nick, on the other hand, seemed unconcerned. He walked calmly down the bloody hallway and only stopped when he realized his companions were not following. Do you intend to kill me? I assume you haven't forgotten the door only remains open for 9 seconds, have you? He hadn't bothered to turn around. His head was, at most, slightly cocked towards one shoulder. Junpei and Seven looked to one another, nodded, and then threw themselves through the door. As they did, a cold tone sounded from the left wrists of all three men. Junpei and Seven looked down at their bracelets. On both of them, and on Snake's, a red skull had begun flickering to life. The detonator had begun the countdown. They had scarcely processed this information when... With a metallic slam, the numbered door behind them swung shut. Unless they could find the device that would deactivate the detonators on their wrists, they would not be leaving this hallway.
Move on.
Hey! Where's the dead?
The fear in Seven's face reflected what all three of them felt. Junpei swung around, searching desperately for the dead. He found it easily enough. It was on the wall next to the closed door labeled 5. Found it! Right here. As he yelled, he struck the scanner with his hand. The other two scrambled to follow suit. As soon as they finished, Snake threw the lever down. Huh. Well, it looks like it stopped. As he spoke, Junpei wiped sweat from his forehead with trembling hand.
God damn it. Goddamn thing is gonna give me a heart attack.
A muscle stood out on Seven's neck, and the corners of his mouth were trembling.
Jumpy, are you alright? Are you guys okay? My god, I don't think I can make these two voices sound different. Jumpy,
They could hear
are you alright?
voices,
Are you okay?
muffled by distinct, but from the other side of the door. Yeah, we're fine. The detonators have been deactivated. They heard relieved sighs, and even though the three men could feel the tension disperse.
Alright, let's move on. We're moving on. Be careful, alright, okay?
That's Lotus.
Oh, sorry. I saw the snake. You okay?
Sure thing! They heard the footsteps moving away, and before long, they were alone again. Yume looked around. The hallway hit a dead end 20 or 30 feet from where they stood. A thick iron wall blocked their way. Try as they might to force it open, the wall refused to move. To the left, however, there was a wooden door that looked positively inviting by comparison. First class. In the middle of it was a plaque that read First Class.
A first-class cabin, huh?
Well, it seems like it. Let us have a look then, shall we?
Silver's done.
Without hesitation, Snake opened the door and stepped inside. Seven followed closely behind him. Junpei moved to follow them as well, but He stopped just short of the threshold and looked back, not knowing why. Lying in the small hallway was a man's body, or at least what was left of it. He tried hard to avoid looking at the grisly scene, but he just wouldn't leave. His mind, what had once been a man's internal organs, now looked like so much vomit, as though something had chewed up and spit out the better part of his torso. It was hideous, but even still, it was cruel. It was hard to believe that the thing on the floor had once been human. The black pool of thick blood, the lumps of glistening flesh spread across the floor, this awkward, twisted tangle of shredded intestines, the head wrenched to some grotesque, unnatural position. The man's glasses next to his head. The lenses were cracked and the frame bent and distorted, and next to the glasses lay a bracelet, the number 9 still displayed on its face. Lastly, let us discuss on how to remove bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. You escape from this ship, your heart rate reaches 0. In other words, once the bracelet is removed from the confines of the ship or detects the wearer's heartbeat has fallen to 0, it will shut down automatically. Ugh. Suddenly, Junpei felt a stomach convulse, and a knot of muscles gripped his throat. He clapped his hands around his mouth and ran to the first-class cabin. The atmosphere changed immediately. The room was gorgeous, and despite the apparent age of the ship, none was worse for wear. He looked around. Seven and Snake were nowhere to be seen. There were 2 doors on the right side of the room. He opened the one on his right and went through. On the other side of the door was a short hallway. He jogged that down in his memory and opened the door on the other end and peeked through. They were, to his right, busy examining something. He stepped through the door and walked towards them.
Santa's looking fine. By the way,
What's up?
who retro next?
Check this out. We found this thing here on the door.
Does that mean it's locked?
As for who to draw next, I would suggest either 7 or Snake.
Let's go with 7. By the way, Bomber, you keep cutting out a lot.
Even though sorry, hello?
It's weird because I can hear the game just fine.
Hello?
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Like Snake's line in response to whatever, Jumpy just said, none of it came through.
Is there any other way to get out?
We looked around a little. Other than this door, we didn't find anything.
So you're telling me that unless we can open this door, we won't be going anywhere. Junpei stepped around, away from the door and looked around the room. The room that they were locked in looked like a bedroom. He figured the room he originally entered was a living room or whatever passed for one on the ship.
Alright, let's find a way to open this door. Come on, guys.
This one, that one, this, that one, this, that one.
They lost me on the 3rd picture.
Seek a way out. Okay. Plate number 4. Number A. Letter A. Took Junpei by surprise. Snake, usually so calm and collective, suddenly began to move. He stared about the room almost frantically, clearly looking for something. No, Junpei thought, not staring. After all, he's blind. Blind or not, Snake was clearly attempting to do something. At last, Junpei could no longer contain his curiosity. What are you doing? Snake waited a moment before answering. I heard something. Strange. Something strange? Well, never mind. It doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. I don't wish to toot my own horn, but my auditory senses are considerably more advanced than most other humans. I notice even the slightest of noises. Right. Are you gonna tell me you can hear a needle drop from a mile away? No. Such a thing would be impossible. However, by listening to the sound of footsteps and breathing, as well as the sound echoing off of the environment, I can locate most objects. Oh, yeah, that's right. When Clover fell on the big staircase a little while ago, you were at her side immediately. So that was, yes. I could hear it happening. In fact, I can run quite fast, considerably as fast as you. Should someone attempt to start a fight with me, I'm quite confident that I could defeat them.
Excuse me?
Junpei was taken back by this revelation. He stared at Snake, skeptical. You don't believe me, do you? Care to give me a try? I warn you, you'll no doubt regret it. Well, I suppose that's enough playing around. Let's resume our search, shall we? With a small, self-satisfied smile, Snake turned and walked away from Junpei.
What kind of atmosphere does Snake give off to me?
A white desk. Kind of fancy. A small round chair. Looks like it probably goes to the vanity.
Dude, the moment I saw more than 3 doors, I just immediately checked out mentally. I'm like, oh no, I'm not keeping track of that. That's a lot of effort.
That's the sink clean. Any water?
Come on.
Sorry. Nothing coming out. We got the faucet on all the way, but I can't hear anything.
There we have a mirror. What a pair. College kid and a terrifying giant of a man in a beanie. Stuck in a cramped bathroom. With a beast of a man. What would my parents say?
Hmm? Something wrong, Junpei. You look really sad all of a sudden.
Nothing.
The lights, huh? Nope, doesn't look like there's anything hidden there. Testing. Hey, it's great to see you all here. I just flew in from New York, and boy are my arms tired. Yes, thank you. I'll be here all week. Ride the wheel.
Not a mic, Seven. It's a shower head.
What? What the hell?
Well, that was a thing that happened.
Have you never seen the shower head before?
Bathtub. There's a plug at the end of this chain. Let's see if I can pull it out.
Whoa, hold up. I was just thinking we might be able to use the water.
Use the water? The bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. We'll come back. This door.
Why would we use a gross cloudy water?
There's this sort of antique
It's
desk.
the only water source we have right now.
Oh, right. But it's for flooding.
It's not gonna come into this room. And even then, do we want to wait that long?
I mean, we can just go down to the flooding and get some water.
We can't leave.
How'd we get here then?
The giant metal doors that close behind us, genius.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
7.
we noticed. Makes sense though. I guess this whole room's full of antiques. You could get a nice handful of cash for all the stuff in here.
Heavy piece of paper that's been folded in half. It has score written on the front of it. Score. That's gotta mean musical score. If that's true, then the score we just found was probably in here. At least at some point.
Oh,
Okay, so this is rotating around the table. Fireplace. There's a giant iron grate in front of the fireplace. There's something behind it. It's in the fire. This couch looks big enough for 3 people.
Looks perfect for me.
Ninja Bond. Why would... What is this? Oh no.
Perfect for an elegant gentleman like me.
Again.
Bomber, read Ninja Bond's message because you have both those characters.
Oh no. So, want me to give it a try? Oh, sorry, no. For a moment I forgot your... No, wait, sorry. So, would you like to give me a try? Snake? Oh, sorry. For a moment I forgot you were a little guy. Little? Yes, I can sense that every part of your body is small.
Ninja Bond's just so good at coming with insults to these characters.
You know, I think I know what this joke is. Seven's laid out on the couch.
What?
Hey, there's something you ain't saying.
Never mind. A vase.
I get it. You're gonna use this vase, right? That's pretty clever, Junpei. We just gotta fill this thing with water.
The vase.
The combine button! Surely this will be amazing, just like any Resident Evil game. Do we have a limited inventory space? Or can we just
No,
carry
we have
everything?
unlimited inventory, but we do get rid of everything that we found in the rooms prior.
Of course. We have the Biff effect on us, don't we?
This is a suitcase made of leather with a color of rich mahogany.
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 Mahogany. From
Okay.
Malkior 7.
Yep.
Well, shoot.
I'm gonna need some love. Oh god,
Yeah.
no. I'm sorry.
Shoot, looks like there's nothing in it.
Case.
Dang, nothing in there.
Score. This is G. Think. Water doesn't appear to come out. Bathtub's full of gross, cloudy water. Alright. Shouldn't be too hard to fill this vase up. You got a vase full of water. That's the toilet. Which way? Okay, no, we don't want to be here.
You know, I'm so glad there's no time limit for any of this.
Okay, yep. Alright, time to put out this fire.
About time, buddy. Let's do it. Here we go. Oh wait, that was jumpy.
It's you.
Ah, good job. Another success. That fire didn't stand a chance.
Are we firefighters now?
Let's just pull this out. Don't want to get burned, so let's pull down the sleeves. Score plate! As Junpei tucked the plate into his pocket, Seven cried out and stumbled, his balance lost. He threw out a hand and caught the wall in time to steady himself and avoid the floor, but his face was flustered and he looked startled. Seven? What the hell was that? Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just felt a little dizzy, that's all.
A couple of fingers across his brow, and then shook his head as if to clear it.
What the hell is wrong with me? First memory loss, now I'm getting dizzy for no reason.
Oh, well,
Memory loss? Junpei couldn't hide his surprise in his voice. Seven, for his part, seemed unconcerned.
Right, I guess I haven't told you, have I? Told the rest of them, but that's it must have been before you showed up. Well, the long and short of it is that I don't remember Jack from before I woke up here. Didn't realize I hadn't told you.
Wait, hold on a minute. You're talking about amnesia, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, why are you amnesiac? What happened to you?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be one, would I?
Yeah, I guess that's true.
like,
Junpei paused a moment and stared at Seven.
it's like, I lost my memories. Why did you lose your memories? I don't remember. Why don't you remember? Because I lost my memories. Why did you lose your memories? I don't remember. Because and then so on and so forth. It's like, well, you should remember when you lost your memories. If I had remembered, I wouldn't have lost my memories.
Are you telling the truth? Well, you look pretty calm for someone who can't remember anything. If you really got amnesia, shouldn't you be upset or confused or something?
Well, sure. I mean, I was pretty confused when I woke up down on D deck, but that was a while ago. I had some time to get used to it. After a while, I figured it wasn't worth the trouble of worrying about it. After all, why worry about something I can't change? Well, people don't usually... Well, people don't usually stay amnesiac forever. I figure it works itself out eventually. That's it. Alright, that's enough talking for now. Let's get back to work. If you're talking, Led, I can't hear you.
I didn't say anything yet.
Oh.
Seven gave Junpei a look the younger man wasn't sure how to interpret, then turned to walk away. Somehow, though, Junpei didn't find his reassurances very reassuring. Okay, so we have Testing.
Ninja ball, what do you mean? Oh my god. Is that a Team Fortress 2 joke?
Yeah. At least I assume it is.
If anyone wants to be character voice, they feel free to go ahead. Otherwise, Ninja, but that's an interesting joke. Like, a weird one though. Oh,
If I remember
you're calling him a
right.
drunkard.
You're calling him the demo man.
They're saying he's drunk.
He's saying he's the demo man because of how he looks.
Yeah, but the demo
Sadly, it's
man
not
has
him,
an eye patch.
Because that would mean he would have an eye patch.
And he'd also be a black Scotsman.
Anyway, 7.
It's a toilet. Doesn't seem to be anything in the toilet or the tank. There's some toilet paper on the wall there. Nothing that looks suspicious.
Point out that this room has, like, nothing in it. So why did they give us the point to come in here?
It's clearly suspicious. Oh, I know why it's suspicious. It's a toilet just in case someone needs a bathroom break.
Anyway. Ah, yes. You know, that sort of thing is known as vanity. Were you aware of that, Junpei? Of course, vanity also refers to self-love, conceit, and narcissism. As such, you could say that every day, when a woman looks into one of these, she is staring at her own conceit and narcissism. Doesn't that strike you as terribly sad?
Huh?
I notice you haven't been reading Junpei's dialogue.
A lot of it's repeats, but an antique vanity. There's nothing in the drawer. Yep, totally empty.
I mean, they're not paying him.
What is it? It's a score. Is this the map of the ship? Map. There was a map of the ship here. Yes. Then I imagine it will be very helpful. You best hold on to it, Junpei. Okay? It is now possible to use the map screen. Basically, it's a screen where you can look at the map of the ship. You get a good idea of where everyone is at what time.
Because they knew that someone would be stupid enough to think, oh wait, I can empty the tub by putting water into waste and emptying the toilet. Oh.
Oh.
They could also empty the tub by pulling the drain.
I put them all on top of each other, but they look odd. It doesn't really look like a song. Huh. Then in all likelihood, we haven't found them all. You need to find more glass plates. A window. There's an iron plate nailed to it. Chain. Alright, why don't we just drain this water?
Yeah, good idea.
Alright, with that... Alright, where's that thing? A good tug ought to get it out. What? You got another music play!
Yay!
Hey, Junpei, where are you going? Didn't we come out of that door? No point going back there. All that's out there is a locked number door and...
A dead body. Well, what's left of it.
Yeah.
It's on this table. Okay. Glass plates are gathered together. It's pretty clear from this isn't a song. There's got to be more hidden somewhere.
More? Even more?
Canopy. I've seen things in movies and stuff, but not in real life. True. You don't see many of them these days. I can't see details, obviously, but I imagine it's one of those princess beds Clover's so fond of. Clover wants one of these? Yes. She wants a princess bed. Didn't I just say that? You think it doesn't suit her? Well, yeah, I guess you could say that. Ah, Junpei. Despite her appearances, judge her by appearances, will you? And you should not.
You know,
No.
this might not
Let
be
us see.
appropriate, but I look at Snake and I just keep thinking, Ozempic Sephiroth.
That's pretty good.
Just a solid single syllable of Bomber dying.
There's nothing inside. I can tell by the weight, and it makes no noise when shaken. Unfortunately, there's nothing inside. There's a safe. The safe is locked.
It's one of those dial locks. It doesn't have a key, we just need to get the dial to the right place and it's open.
Probably something to do with roots again. Thank you, Ninja Bot.
Did you find anything, Seven?
Nope.
Although honestly, this wasn't a joke, it was just an observation. I was just looking and thinking, huh.
How about you, Snake?
I also found nothing. Found one. A, B, C, D. Well, there's only 3 of these, so... 4 of these. It's an upright piano. From the feel of the wood, it must be quite old. Music stand. Seems a good place to put this music we found. It's got to put the ceramic plate on the bottom, and then stack the glass plates on top of it. Right? Good. Sweet! Now I can play the music. Junpei, would you be so kind to play the piano? I'm unable to, you see. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but the keys in this piano are not what you might expect them to be. C won't be C, D won't be D, and so forth. You must listen carefully to determine what keys to strike.
How do you know this?
You understand? He's been in this room the whole time. He probably touched the piano.
Oh right, and
Yeah.
the reason he can't play is because you have to read, because the sheet music
You
is
have to
not
be able to read
blind
the sheet
accessible.
music. So he can tell us what the notes are. Alright, let's give it a shot. So that is D. No, okay. Okay.
It's the
Yeah, I
middle one,
think
the middle
it's,
one, the black in the middle. Oh, that one. Black in the middle, no. Do you have to memorize all of it?
Hey, wait. No.
Oh
okay.
no! This is bullshit.
The keys aren't lined up. Okay. Oh. My music literacy is fucked.
Okay,
when the
hold
keys
up
aren't
1
lined
second.
up.
Could you pause 1 second?
Yeah.
Just...
What's up?
I took a snip of the keyboard, so basically, if need be, I can just literally mark down which key is which.
The first one is all the keys in a row.
Wait 1 second.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'm looking for a key in particular. Okay, got it. You notice this is the clock tune? Okay, got it. The clock tone.
Oh no. You know what? You do this. I can't help you.
Done.
I can
The
offer
clock
you
tune.
no more help.
I've already done it.
That's right, you genius bastard.
It's the clock theme. We're done. And we're done. Music's not my forte, but... Wait, what was that noise? Junpei! We did it. Looks like it worked. I heard something unlock over by the exit. Let's go. Good plan.
And... Ow. Be seated.
Well, I guess he hasn't forgotten that. At least Snake thinks it's funny. Yes, I suppose that was a classroom bell, wasn't it? I don't imagine that's what Zero was thinking of, however. No, Zero most certainly meant it to be Westminster, not middle school.
Well, he failed.
Westminster. The palace in London that plays host these days to the House of Parliament. You've heard of Big Ben, the famous clock tower, yes? Big Ben plays the very collection of notes on the hour.
What does that sound? What disconnected? Whose computer
I
is
don't
that?
know.
London.
There's more.
London, the capital of England, huh?
At any rate, the door is open now. Let us leave this place immediately. So, did you notice that we never used that safe?
No, what safe?
Yep.
The one in this room.
No, I didn't notice.
A safe.
It's a safe. Safe, huh? Yeah, okay.
The exit's open.
Yes, strange that we didn't need to open this to achieve our goal. You think it's important? I wonder what's in there. Alright, let's go! Jab. We came out the door and in a long, straight hallway. He paused a moment and turned around to look behind him. Seven was bent over, apparently doing something to the door. What is he up to? Junpei had spoke more or less to himself, but apparently Seven heard him anyway. The larger man stood up and turned to Junpei.
I was just putting one of those plates in there. It ought to keep the door from locking again. Now we can come back here anytime we want, right?
To come back here. Snake was a reasonable one. Seven thought about it for a moment before he answered.
I might like to play a little piano.
Safe is the safe.
Piano.
Come on, let's get moving.
It's the safe.
We aren't out of this yet.
Sir, Seven started off down the hallway. Snake shrugged, sighed, and quietly followed Seven. That's a lie, Junpei thought to himself. He had difficulty enough believing Seven could play the piano. But even if he could, the piano they just left was largely useless. The keyboard is completely scrambled. Seven wanted to come back. It was unlikely he intended to do so in order to play the piano.
It's the safe.
But if it wasn't the case, why would he want to leave the door unlocked?
Safe.
Junpei frowned, took one last look at the door, then walked away towards his companions.
Probably the safe.
After some time in the hallway, they emerged into a larger, more open area. A large metal grate, like a door of a jail, divided it in half. They shook it a while, but as they had expected, it did not move. Behind the grate were two elevators. From far away, it was difficult to tell if they were still operating. On the left side of the grate was a door. Fortunately, however, it was locked and refused to open. Junpei took a moment to examine the left side of the room. Next to the wall was a set of stairs leading downward. Standing guard at the top of the stairway was a large iron gate. Foreboding as it was, the gate seemed to be a sort that could be opened, unlike the metal gate that bisected the room. With any luck, Junpei hoped he might be able to get it open. The female symbol? He wasn't sure what to make of it. Snake, naturally, was somewhat more sure. Ah, the Venus symbol, I imagine. Do you recall the symbol of symbols in the large central hallway? They reference many solar bodies. Sun, Saturn, Earth. So, you can see that one is likely not the woman symbol, but the Venus symbol.
How does he know
So
this?
I assume. While they had discussing symbols, Junpei had noticed Seven had slipped away. His absence now felt, Snake and Junpei turned to look for their missing companion. There. Seven had led them down the hall, down to a hallway extending to the right of the stairs. Junpei grabbed Snake and led him into the right direction, and they both headed off after Seven.
I've got a question.
Before long, three of them stood in front of the door. It was a French door. Junpei tested the door and realized that, unlike the others they've encountered, it was unlocked. Almost as though he were afraid it would suddenly lock itself, Junpei threw the door open. Stepped inside.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Even if he's blind, how does he know what all the symbols look like?
Well,
He can feel them.
No. I'm not asking how he knows that those are the symbols there. How does he know what all of those symbols look like, and the fact that the Venus symbol and the woman symbol look the same? It's like, how does he know the all the visual things about the symbols?
Because he can feel them, Star.
Were the symbols like touchable?
Engraved, yes.
They were engraved? Okay.
It looks like one.
Ninja Boy, what do you mean? Of course I have eyes. Wait, what happened? What did I miss?
A lot.
Listen. I've only had
Led?
I've only had one pair of eyes, okay? Led's
You
dead.
there?
Led is I'm sorry, the number you're calling is unavailable at this moment. Please try again later.
Hello.
Hi!
Hi.
Weird.
Very strange.
It's okay. I'm coming through.
Yes.
Yep.
How long ago did I cut out?
20 seconds?
Okay,
I have
good.
no fucking clue.
Snake was shaking the door they just came through.
Yeah, you went quite literally as soon as that text came on screen, I think.
As Seven and Junpei watched, he threw his hands in frustration and then kicked the door for good measure. It looked as though they were once again locked in. There was no reason to panic, however. Even if the door had been left open, there was nowhere for them to go back there. They would have to find another way out.
Alright, guys, let's split up and search this room. Come on, no dawdling. Let's go. Let's go, hurry. Quickly now.
By Seven's words, Junpei and Snake began to examine the room. This one, that, these, more stuff, that. Okay.
I love how worried
Seek
he
the way
looks.
out.
He's like, oh my god, there's so many things to look at.
We're in the casino.
Yeah, so
A 5.
Ninja Boy, just so you know, I do have eyes. I do indeed have eyes. Those eyes are unfortunately occupied because I only have one pair. I really appreciate in this route none of my characters are there.
It's a chair. Yep.
Chair.
Oh.
It feels like a chair. Nothing more, nothing less. The square poker table. There's nothing on it.
That square table. It looks like a mahjong table.
Dong, Snake. Oh, 7.
Maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I do remember a couple hands and some of the rules. I figured I must have played it at some point.
Excellent. Once we've vacated this vessel, I should like to play a game with you.
Can you play?
So long as you tell me which tiles I am eliminating, yes, I believe I have at least enough skill to defeat an amateur. However, I must ask you to remove the red tiles when we play.
What's wrong with the red tiles?
He can't see them, Star.
I don't understand.
He's blind.
Okay, listen. I don't have an issue. I don't have an issue with him being blind. I just don't know what the red tiles are.
I think those are the tiles
They are
that make
red colored tiles.
Okay, what did he do?
They're they are worth extra points. They are used in scoring.
Oh.
If you
yeah.
know where the red tiles are and he doesn't, you get an unfair advantage.
Okay, got it. I didn't know. Listen, I didn't have an issue with him being blind. I just don't know what the red tiles were.
There's a weird looking thing floating in there.
I don't play Mahjong.
Oh. Didn't think I'd find a card here. The 6. Wait, and those 2 lights are turned on. Some from the bottom of the fireplace. What was that? I think I heard something down there.
It was Clover Diamond Heart, right?
Clover Diamond
Clover
Heart.
Diamond Heart.
Machine!
We got
Soft machine.
we got the outlines done for Mr. Snake.
I see. There seems to be a coin slot in the upper left corner. Perhaps we should try putting in the coins we have recently acquired in there. Alright, let's drop the coin into the coin slot. Come on, you little bastards, I only need one of you.
Are we really playing the slot machines in a murder deck here?
Silver, diamond, snake, heart.
We hit the jackpot! We're
777! Yes!
We're
And I
rich!
think I hear something unlocking in there. Impressive, Junpei. It would appear that it's unlocked now. There is something akin to a drawer in the bottom of this machine, yes? That is a pickup drawer for dividend. Preferably the lock the drawer got unlocked. Please open it if you mind. What is that? Is there something in there? It's a playing card. And this key with the Venus symbol on it.
It figures that my first jackpot,
Okay,
the first
great.
jackpot of my life will be something worthless like this.
Now we will be able to open the gate. We just have to figure out how to get out of this room. Correct. Come, Junpei, hurry up. And he's off. There was a playing card and the Venus key.
Remind me, can you do anything with others? No.
Are you trying to combine the key with something?
No, you're out of the bag.
Are you talking with Bomber?
Yeah, you don't have the bag anymore.
Total Biff syndrome, bro! It's like, well, I don't need these clues anymore, just throw them off.
Ah, Baccarat. Also, we can't hear you if you're trying to speak. You ever play?
He's probably he's probably not speaking at all, he's just being quiet.
You ever played Junpei?
Okay, I can't hear him. Land. Bomber! Bomber!
What the fuck is wrong with this damn thing?
I don't know.
Testing.
We can hear you just
Yeah,
fine.
we can hear you.
I feel like your mic works, but then some settings don't work. What's this?
Fuck.
What did I do here? What did I draw here?
Screw it. It's going to move this. 1 second. Testing.
Hello?
Hi,
Yep,
we
I
can hear
can hear.
you. But NinjaBot, is YouTube bad today? There's a lot of stream delay or something?
Not really. Not from what I can see, at least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything seems good on my end. I don't think there's anything I can do, honestly, even if something goes wrong.
Junpei shook his head. He barely even heard of the game.
All right, then. How about I explain the rules to you a bit? See, Baccarat is kind of an unusual game. You got the banker and the player, and the whole point is that you guess which one's gonna win. And whether the banker or player wins all depends on their hand. The way each hand works is different from other games too.
Ninja.
Star.
Really? What?
So when I say that lead is unresponsive, it's
know.
a no-no, but
I
if
know.
I tell...
I was reacting. I was responding to it.
Yeah. Do you take the numbers from the ones place after you add up the value of all?
Why is it another math game? You
Your
stupid
cards.
nerds.
Because all card games are math games.
Go drown in room number 5.
Whoever gets the closest to 9 wins. If your number is smaller than your opponent's, you lose.
Well, according to Snake, everything about us is small.
And that's the explanation. Got it? Well, actually, there are a lot more of it. Strategy, details, that sort of stuff. But what I just told you sums the core game up pretty well.
Okay, there we go.
The single digit of the sum of all cards you have. The strongest hand is a 9. And the weakest is a 0. You just ignore the number in the 10 spot. Do you get it?
He had him for it, but Seven's explanation, rushed through, it had been very helpful. Although he had only half understood most of it, Junpei now felt as though he had some grasp on how victory was won in Baccarat. However, Junpei had no way of knowing the puzzle in the Baccarat table in front of him, of the made use of these rules, and if it did, in what way. No problem, he told himself. He would simply have to try something he could think of. Feeling more confident, if only slightly, Junpei approached the Baccarat table.
That's an 8, so you need a 9. With 3 cards.
2, 6, 5, 3. I need one more card. Wait, hold on. There's a red vase. A red vase.
It's nope.
Can't-
You can't touch it. It's too close to the corners. Is that a card? What's that thing that looks like a piece of paper underneath?
Wait, card.
Yeah.
Down below the glasses.
What is
Yeah.
that thing?
That's the one. Here we go.
Even cheap drinks taste great at the glasses like this. Bullshit.
Oh, it's a
Card.
card.
4.
Okay, that's
I
all
need a
cards
one.
then.
Junpei, I found this on the counter. Feels like a playing card.
Oh, he found one too. Yay!
7.
He contributed.
Make a 9 without a 1, right? Or hold on.
What numbers do you have currently?
I'm dying.
Hold on. I should have 6 cards, which means it should be possible. We have a 2. I got 7. Are we really supposed to play Baccarat?
It's a baccarat table. What the hell else would we do?
No.
Stop worrying about it. It's real simple. What's the opponent's hand?
8 in the glass case.
Alright, then that's your opponent's number. If that's the case, what 3 cards do we need to get that number?
Cards.
Oh, you need to play 3 cards to get a number.
There's a couple of indentations with white lines around them, right? Those mean we gotta put down 3 cards. So
3 cards to defeat the opponent's 8. That's what I gotta do, I guess.
yeah, I think so.
Huh. Something tells me that those aren't the only rules. Alright, let's give it a shot. Before I start, I better make sure I've got the rules straight. 3 empty indications, I gotta put a card to play it. Figure if I put them in the right spot, something ought to happen. Let's give it a try. I played the 2.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah?
Yep. Get into it. 3.
No.
4.
Is it 2, 3, 4? To get an 8?
Yep.
9.
Alright, I just put down these 3 cards. Yes, open for me.
Right. You did it, Junpei. You think it's telling us to take the 8th card? Come on, let's grab it.
Let's take this card. The 3 cards I put down are stuck to the table. They won't be going anywhere anytime soon.
How are they stuck to the table? Magnets?
Check out that stained glass.
How beautiful.
What?
What? Stained glass is colored pieces of glass, placed together in a frame. As I have said many times before, I only need to touch it to know. I can at least discern the basic structure.
I think we have everything we need.
Probably. I don't see
So-
any more puzzles in this room.
There is one.
Well, besides the door puzzle.
Yeah.
Here's a
So
card
which card
slot.
combines? Yeah, we need the 8.
Alright,
With
give it a shot.
Powers combined
8.
via biomechanica.
Oh, hey! Oh, it opened right up. Seems we have another device to contend with, yes?
There's 3 slots in this one.
Let's see. 3 slots for cards, and there's a 9 below them.
That probably means we gotta make a 9 with the 3 cards we put in the slot. Just like we did over the baccarat table.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
We can't do that. Wait, is it a 9 as the
Yeah.
last number?
It's a digital root of 9.
No, that's...
5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
5 plus 6 plus 7
Yeah, it's 18.
is 18. And the digital root is 9.
My god, what the hell is wrong with
What?
these people?
Alright, so I just put all the cards we had left in the slots.
What happens now?
Is that... Yes! I did hear something from the exit. Excellent work, Junpei. Wonderful. It seems the exit has unlocked. Let us go. Alright, let's go.
I wonder how many people from the other team are dead.
Yep. And his companions ran out of the casino into a large open room. A room, in fact, they have been in once before. There was little to surprise them before there. They already knew what their next step would be. The iron grate stood in place, locked tight, blocking the stairway. At the center of the gate was a keyhole engraved with the Venus symbol. This time, however, Junpei had the Venus key in his pocket. Wasting no time, he pulled it out and shoved it into the keyhole. He turned it. With a distinctive sound of metal on metal, he felt the lock click open. Alright, let's get this thing open.
No problem. Let me help with this one.
Junpei grabbed the handle on the left side, and Seven took the handle on the right. On Junpei's signal, they both pushed, and the gate creaked open. It sounds as though you have opened it. We should be able to reach C deck now, I imagined. Snake, are you gonna be alright? I mean, the stairs. Please, do not do yourself the embarrassment of underestimating me. I would be unlikely to trip, even if I were running backwards.
Good to hear. Let's move.
Seven's words, they leapt onto the stairs and jogged quickly down them. In no time at all, they found themselves on C deck. Junpei ran down the stairs a little farther in hopes of checking on the deck below. When he reached the water, he called back to Snake and Seven. Just like I thought, D deck is completely underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The surface of the water below them was flat, like a mirror. That had not changed too greatly since they had seen it was a great relief. Junpei quickly retraced his steps and headed back to C deck. In front of the stairs were a pair of elevators. They appeared to be identical to the ones on the upper floor. Between them, attached to the wall, was another card reader. Next to that was another strange symbol. Okay, check it out. It's like the symbol for Lotus.
What?
You see, it's the woman symbol, and then it's got devil horns, right?
Yes, there's no two ways about it. It was a pretty good one, kid.
Rustled Junpei's hair in what was likely thought to be a friendly manner. Junpei felt his neck might break, even though it was clear that Seven had kept his strength in check. Thankfully, Snake interrupted. After Junpei's observation, he'd gone over to examine the card reader. This is the Mercury symbol. The marks you mistaken for horns are a stylized version of the wings and staff of Hermes. Wings and a staff, huh? So she beats you with the staff until you die and go to heaven. Sounds like Lotus, alright.
No!
Seven shook Junpei's head even more vigorously, and the younger man began to feel that his brain were getting jostled to the inside of his skull. He began to feel rather ill. Once we can activate this device, no doubt the elevator will function. I doubt the elevator will function.
In other words, we got a fine keycard with a Mercury symbol on it.
So, I would assume. They decided to leave the elevators alone for the time being and head back to the stairs. To the left was another hallway. There was a great many doors lining both sides of the hallway. They seemed to stretch on forever, and the three men suddenly felt very small.
Ah, shit, we're gonna have enough time to check all this, are we?
Come back here later. Let's just check the other side. They turned around and went back to the way they came. To the right of the stairs, another hallway stretched out, reaching deep into the bowels of the ship. After a few moments, they emerged into an area roughly the same size and shape as the one at the top of the stairs. On the left side of the room were 4 French doors.
Well, let's open them up.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave a small tug and felt it move. It was unlocked. Thrilled to have found another unlocked door, he threw it open. Junpei didn't know what to make of what he saw.
Huh. Pretty odd. Beds.
He simply stood, unable to speak. Seven's eyes opened wide and his mouth gaped. After a few long minutes, Seven at last managed to speak.
Seven. Good one.
Hey. What is this place?
A massive room stretched out in front of them, more of a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on Seven and Junpei. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled with lines upon lines of beds. They were simple things, little more than pipe and thin mattresses. Is this a hospital? He had at least been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room. The room was full of clean smell and antiseptic solution. In the center of the room were shelves stacked with medicine and a number of medical devices, the function of which Junpei did not know.
Quick question. Who do I start drawing next? I don't have enough time to finish a drawing, but at least I guess to get started on one.
I guess Seven, since he's the only one that we've been talking to. Draw the big man.
We're drawing all the men first.
Well, besides Ace and Santa. Well, wait, no, you already got Santa. So Ace, besides Ace.
We're drawing the men, and then it'll be all the women. When it comes to Lotus, listen, I didn't do it. Devs did it.
Anyway, more importantly, on the back wall of the room there were 4 doors. 3 of them were emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made of thick red paint. The door on the left was 3. The door in the middle was 7. Oh wait, no, one in the middle had no number. The third one had 7. The door on the right bore an 8. There's no doubt that these are numbered doors. It did strike Junpei as strange, though. The door between 3 and 7 was blank. He wondered what that could mean. Well, let's take a look at the doors.
Yeah, good idea.
The 3 of them threaded their way through the beds towards the back of the room. Upon reaching them, they proceeded to investigate each door in turn, but to no avail. None of them would open. Yep, locked, just as I thought. Naturally. After all, these are the rules of the notary game. And to allow these doors to open easily would violate those rules. Unless we can authenticate ourselves with the red, the numbered doors will.
Whoa, check this out.
Suddenly, Seven spoke up, interrupting Snake.
Look at the red. There's nothing on it.
What?
Don't you remember the red back of the staircase? If there wasn't anyone in it, it said vacant on the little screen, remember?
Right. Yeah, you're right.
But this one,
There's nothing.
there's nothing. Oh, wait, sorry. Right. You think it's broken?
Only one way to find out. Jimmy and the others put their hands on the panel, but nothing happened. The red refused to change. They tried pulling the lever, but still nothing. As soon as they discovered, it wasn't only the red of door 8 that wasn't malfunctioning. The red of door 7 and door 3, none of them worked. What they wondered, what did it mean?
I'm getting. I'm
Bomber's,
getting.
everything's frozen for Bomber.
Yeah.
Yep. Nothing we can do about that.
Oh, we're back.
Testing.
Nope, we're gone again.
Well. Is the issue with issue's probably with Bomber because you also are having the same issue.
Are you there?
We're
Yes.
here. You're not. Oh no.
You just hear from my end. You guys weren't talking.
Well, guess what? We can hear each other, but we can't hear you.
Okay, well, that's solved. Anyway, what did it mean?
Man, that bastard. I don't think Zero was the kind who screwed around with something like this.
Whoa. Zero's been prepared for everything so far. And you're saying he's gone and made a mistake now? On 3 separate doors.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of. This thing ain't working at all.
While Junpei and Seven talked, Snake brushed himself with examining the red. Busied himself with examining the red. After a time, he lowered his hands and spoke. It seems as though some of the internal hardware has been removed. Internal hardware? That is what I said. Take a look at the underside of the red, if you please. Junpei obliged, and he bent over to look at the underside of the device. A long, thin slit ran along the bottom of it. As he looked harder, he realized it was more of a slot than a slit, and that it was clearly meant to accommodate some manner of electronical device. The other 2 reds were the same. Something was clearly been removed from all 3 of them. I get it. So the reds aren't working because someone put out their guts. So I assume. But why? And who? I mean, it doesn't really make sense. I have no idea. Why on earth would I know something like that? Just then, they heard a sound of a door opening. The 3 of them turned and saw Akane. Oh no, Junpei thought it's
June. Oh no, shit, it's you.
Yeah. She stopped short, surprised to see them, and was very nearly bowled over by the rest of her companions who came in through the door behind her. Ace, Santa, Clover, and Lotus all poured out of the door, each of them as surprised to see Junpei, Snake, and Seven. Junpei and Seven were, for a moment, at a loss for words. What are you guys doing?
Why are you...
After a moment of silence and surprise, everyone started to talk, desperate to exchange information. They talked about rooms they have been through, and how they ended up in the same place. Of course, none of it was very useful information, but it hardly mattered. They were happy to see each other once again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of a smile. Almost as though they already forgotten about the death of the Ninth Man.
He wasn't much of a man. Didn't qualify.
No, thought Junpei. Perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to smile at one another. Not in a morbid or hateful way. No, the Ninth Man had died. But they were still alive. And that was something to be happy about. A sort of simple, uncomplicated joy, Junpei thought. The joy of being alive.
Hope.
Still alive. Felt sorry for the Ninth Man, but more than anything, Junpei was just happy to be alive.
Without hope, there can be no true despair. This is bad, though. If the red isn't working, we can't keep going.
Big hallway. Maybe there's something in there that we'd be able to go. There's nothing there. The rest of us had just taken a quick look. There is a great many rooms, although none of them appear to have held patience for some time.
Patience? You mean all those doors are for hospital rooms?
Yes. Apparently, they have the number of individual rooms in addition to this large central room.
There was a door... Oh, that was Clover.
Clover.
Oh, there was a door at the end of the hallway too, but it was locked.
It had one of them solar system mock things on it.
It was the Jupiter symbol.
Jupiter.
I wonder what that means.
Confusion seemed to be the consensus. That reminds me, what's the deal with this big room anyway? What is this thing? Is this some kind of huge passenger ship? Not one, not even Snake, apparently ready to offer an answer until Seven unexpectedly spoke up.
I bet it's a hospital ship. It's probably the Gigantic.
The Gigantic? Or Gigantic? Junpei looked at Seven, shocked both by his knowledge and apparently identity of their prison. He was not the only one.
And what is this gigantic?
Is that not gigantic?
Listen, we're trying to be eccentric.
I think it's gigantic.
Listen, it's gigantic, but she'd be eccentric in what she called it, like whatever I
Sure.
call it. What did I call it?
Seven nodded to Lotus and began to speak.
The Gigantic.
That she had been a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. The Titanic had two sister ships, who were identical to one another in nearly every aspect. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. She was initially intended to be a passenger liner, like the Titanic. But soon after the ship was launched, the First World War began, and she was pressed into duty by the British Navy as a hospital ship. Sometime later, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea. She managed to run aground after the incident, and consequently was not sunk. What then happened to the Gigantic after her fateful encounter in the Aegean Sea? One theory ran that a man, Lord Gordian, purchased her. Lord Gordian, it seemed, had been one of those few survivors of the Titanic tragedy, and had trauma. The trauma had turned him into an obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. As his obsession deepened, he began to desire the Titanic itself. That, of course, was impossible. The Titanic lay at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean. The Gigantic, however, had not suffered such a dire fate, and she was identical to her sister ship. She caught Lord Gordian's eye. So you're saying this Lord Gordian bought the ship?
Yeah. At least I think I know.
It's impossible. No way a boat that's nearly... There's no way we're in some boat that's 100 years old.
Pipe down just to pay attention.
What is it?
Wait,
Oh,
wait.
Sorry.
That's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Proof.
Proof that the ship
Proof,
really is the Gigantic.
Well, this ship's got stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship. So I just figured.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason. Ninjabot, you crashed when you were at the casino? Oh, shit. Okay, so a lot's happened since then. We basically made our way further down. We played some cards against the machines. We found a root number of some random cards because, of course, it's a root number. We came into a place as a large room that's as big as a giant, massive ballroom, but it's like filled with beds, just beds, tons and tons of these bare minimum steel beds. And we found a bunch of doors. But all those doors don't work because the red, the thing you have to scan your thing on to enter, doesn't work because someone took out all of the internals. So now we're just standing there and waiting, and then the second group came in. It's like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? And now we're talking about the ship, and basically why is this giant crew, like, you know, first class cruise ship, clearly first class cruise ship, got all these hospital stuff and all that stuff, okay? And Seven says it's probably the Gigantic, the Titanic sister ship. You caught up now.
So did you
I canonized thee.
You say the line, Koban?
No, I got more.
Like?
Well, I mean...
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid Lotus's piercing stare. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Lotus sighed and shook her head.
I guess you're not.
I guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
No, sorry.
Then, almost as if to save Seven from further embarrassment, A bell began to ring from far away. It sounded as though the clock at the main stairway. Junpei counted the chime carefully. 10, 11, 12.
It's midnight. It's midnight. We still got like 6 hours left, right? Yeah?
Let's just get moving. We gotta find hardware threads are missing.
Well, that's all good and all, but where are we going to look?
Well, we already searched the big patient's room.
Did we search here?
They have been examining the room as they talked.
But we haven't found anything.
Right. Well, there's only one thing left to do.
Oh, that was Seven's line, but okay.
Oh, shit. Oh, just one?
Well, not just one.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me we have to search all of these rooms?
Well, you already checked some of them out before you came here, right?
We checked a single room, so 5 rooms in total.
Alright, then that's 5 rooms we don't have to search. If we split up, it won't be that bad. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece, we'll have the other 48 rooms cleared in no time.
There are 48 rooms? What?
By that prospect, Seven fidgeted nervously before responding.
Maybe.
After some discussion, the 8 of them decided which rooms to begin with and in what order they would go. Junpei was chosen to search the rooms on the starboard side, moving from forth to aft. They were also determined when they would return to report their findings, the next time the clock sounded the time. When it did, they would meet back in a large central room full of beds. If, during their search, any one of them was able to discover the missing components, they were to yell for the others. If this strategy failed, they would return to discuss their options later. The details decided, they left to begin searching. Out into the hallway they went. Each of the rooms had been assigned. However, far away, Junpei heard a ring. It did so only once. It was 1 a.m.
What? Already? Has it already been an hour?
Yep, they searched rooms for an hour.
Really?
He jogged through the entrance of the large hospital room to find 6 of the others already there. Ace, Santa, Clover, June, Seven, and Lotus. They had gathered in front of the door number 8. Or perhaps it was accurate, they had gathered in front of the red next to the door number 8. Had one of them found the missing piece? What happened, guys? It was June who answered.
Jumpy, look!
She was pointing to the red. He pushed through the others until he stood in front of it. Immediately, he knew what she had meant. The display on the front of the red read, "Vacant." Junpei sighed. Come on, guys. Who was it? I thought we were supposed to yell if we found it.
Oh, well...
Junpei wondered why she was hesitating. The others looked as confused as June, but kept their mouth shut. Well, what the hell? What's up with you guys? They all knew something he didn't, and Junpei wasn't about to leave things that way. Finally, Lotus frowned and spoke.
Well, that's the thing, we don't know.
You don't know.
When we got back, it was already like this. There was no one else here. Maybe, I don't know, am I giving her the right accent? Probably, it's probably the best accent I can do. That means I was the first one back, but the missing parts are already back in the red.
On the red again, just to make sure. The slot that had been open at the bottom was now covered with metal. Clearly, whatever had been missing had been returned. What about the other two?
They are the same.
I examined the other two boxes. Satisfied that they were also repaired, he was still very confused and returned to the others. Alright, I just want to be sure here. No one has any idea what the hell happened here, right? Ace and June nodded silently. Seven raised his hands as if to say, "Not me," and Santa just shrugged. Only Clover lowered her head and did nothing. Huh? Wait a minute. That's when he noticed. Where's Snake? Junpei swept his eyes across a room a second time. The snake was nowhere to be seen. Does that mean he found them? I have no idea. There's nothing to suggest it, but nothing to suggest he didn't either.
Oh, Lotus.
Sure.
Well, I don't suppose we'll know until we ask him in person. Seven, go on.
Well, whatever he did or didn't do, he's pretty damn late. What the hell is he up to?
Maybe he's lost.
Well, that seems likely. We left a blind guy on a ship alone. Dude can't see. I don't know how he's supposed to get around in the first place. Clover raised her head.
No, that's impossible! What was that gunshot sound effect? Can you finger guns? Clover, what the fuck? Yeah, my brother's blind, but he's got really great hearing. He can get around as well as anyone who can see. So he couldn't get lost. That's impossible.
Shake, and the knuckles of her hands had gone white. She spun around, but before she did, Junpei noticed tears welling up in her eyes.
I'm gonna go look for him.
The words were barely out of her mouth when she began to run. Hey! Hold on, Clover! Wait! Junpei cried out to her, but he was too slow. She kept going, and before anyone else could react, she was gone. Damn it. What should we do now?
Well, the ready is working now. No, we're not leaving 2 people behind. We should go look for them. Well, you're not leaving them behind.
Well, this ain't good.
What an excellent idea. We just wasted a bunch of time looking for some piece of electronic junk. Now let's go waste some more by looking for a couple of idiots. Then remain here if you feel you must, but there's no time. We only have 5 hours left. Junpei and the others nodded to one another and took off at a run. In front of the stairs that led to B deck, they decided to split up. They quickly assigned search areas and went their separate ways. Soon only 2 of them were left. Those 2 were Junpei and June, who had a few steps behind the others. Alright, we should go too.
Yes, let's go. Where should we start?
Let's see.
Let's go to the casino. Let's go hotshot.
Casino on B deck.
Okay, that sounds like a good idea. I know. Actually, now I think about it, we should probably go to the hallway of rules because that's where they're supposed to be, right?
Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails. What do you think you're doing? She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake. Look, no snake.
I'm not seeing.
Oh, really? Well, maybe you need to look harder.
Junpei didn't think that was the problem. Oh, by the way. Oh wait, that's you.
Oh, by the way. What a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Listen to what she has to say.
Refuse to leave. We're done.
What is it?
Oh, never mind then. Well, I don't like to beat around the bush, so I'll get right to it. Chop, 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 chop. Why don't we team up? I thought we all will.
Team up.
Yeah. What, you need me to explain it to you? I'm saying, why don't we go through a numbered door? Even if we wanted to, that's impossible. Oh, why is that? Jumpy's brace is 5, mine is 6, and yours is 8. Yeah. Our digital root be 1. But there's no number 1 in the large hospital room.
Yeah.
Curses. Plans foiled by mats. Is there anything it won't take away from us? The only doors there are 3, 7, and 8. Then we add another person. Huh? Who? Why, isn't that easy? 7.
She's right. If we added 7, we'd go through the 8 door. Then the 4 of them could go through the number 8 door. But... Wait, hold on a second. What about the other 4?
Oh, why? Okay. Well, why don't you add them up?
Simple enough. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 4, 10, 1. The digital root of those 4 would be 1.
Yeah, and that's right. So we survive and they die.
Number 1 isn't in the big hospital room, right?
Of course I know that. Does that look like our problem? No, are you saying we should leave them behind? Maybe, yes, that's what I said. Of course not! What kind of woman do you think I am? Once we get off the ship, we could come back and rescue them, couldn't we? But we wouldn't really be leaving them behind that way, right? Don't lie. Don't try to lie to us. I don't think you do anything of the sort. Really? You think I wouldn't call the police? Why do you think that? You remember, don't you? We have less than 5 hours left. Even if we manage to escape, there's no way we could come back to rescue them in less than 5 hours. Well, you never know till we try. We could rescue their corpses at least. That would still count. No. Oh, Junpei.
No. You're not thinking this through. Even if we brought 7 with us, we wouldn't be able to get off the ship. 4 of us can't open the door 9. We need to open the door with the 9. That's the exit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. It's about time for stopping. The stream's over, basically.
Yeah. I was gonna end this Lotus scene, then we can go.
Okay. The digital rule for us would be 4. For us, 4 would be 8, so we'd need to have Ace to at 9. Unless we bring Ace 2, we'd be stuck. But how can we bring Ace if...
The back of her ear.
Oh, okay. Well, that's unfortunate. I guess we're going to die now because Matt.
She didn't sound particularly bothered by what Junpei said. Nor did she seem particularly surprised.
We'll try to find another way, okay? A way to get out of here with all 8 of us. That is possible. Are you serious? You don't know only 5 people at most can go through one of the numbered doors. The number 9 isn't going to be an exception to that rule. Regardless, at least 3 people will get left behind.
That is true. The moment she said it, Junpei felt a chill run down his spine. It was true. How Lotus had remained so cavalier about the terrifying prospect was beyond him. When they found the number 9, they would have to choose 3 of them to die. Plus his forehead furrowed.
Do you think I could have a moment alone? There are some things I need to think about. I need to use this calculator for the first time since high school. I think that's probably a good place to end it.
I'm saving it right now.
That's a fun stream! God, this game's really fun. Unlike Danganronpa, it's like a lot less silliness and a lot more just straight up tension. I can see why after coming with all of this, they want to basically be like, okay, let's make a dead game, but let's make it anime.
Well, this game before Danganronpa.
I know, that's why I said I can see why after this they decided to go the crazy insanity route.
Yeah. Anyway, interesting.
Okay, right, wonderful. So, I've done some stuff this stream.
So here's some questions for you that comes to this game. One, do you have any idea who Zero might be?
As one of the characters?
Well, we don't know who Zero is. It can be a man or a woman. All we do know is someone put everyone here.
Oh, it's I'm kind of thinking the chances are pretty high. It's probably going to be Snake.
Here's some background of Coolbon's mic.
There's a guy on
What did he
Coolborn's
say?
mic.
Yeah, let's just wrap things up.
Yeah.
Amy, it's been a wonderful time. I had a lot of fun, and I hope you guys had fun too. Take a look at what we did this time. So, what is is this is it called a pog face? Junpei's pog face was the first thing we did, the first piece of art. Then after that, yesterday's stream, I did the roughs, or I guess you could say the outlines for good old Santa. And in today's stream, I colored him. So I got Santa colored, that's nice. And then I drew Snake, and I colored Snake also. And then I drew Seven, but I didn't color him yet. Very eclectic mix of people we got here. Huh? Eventually, we're gonna have to do women.
Yeah.
But for now, thanks so much for being here. It's been a fun time, a wonderful time. Let's end the stream, and hopefully next week we're gonna have some fun. What is next week's stream?
It would be Danganronpa. And
No.
we're doing Deltarune. Me suffering.
Oh my god, we're doing Deltarune again. You're gonna fight the knight.
I have to beat the knight, otherwise we can't go to chapter 4. We
Okay.
can, but then we won't have the shadow crystal. And we
Ninja.
spent so much time trying to get that thing set up.
Ninja bot? Can you really not believe that? Can you really not believe that? At least I held back a bit on these two. A bit.
Let's wrap things up, Star.
Goodbye.